Hi Azam, it's Barnaby here from Heavy Hitter Sales Video. Just doing a free website analysis for austechsolar.com.au. Now, reason I'm doing this, I really like what you guys are doing. I think we do need more renewable energy, and solar's the way to do it in Australia. So my hat's off to you for that. But basically, if we're going to get people to convert to a renewable energy source, the website selling those products has to be catered towards selling. It has to be a direct response website, not a brochure website. So this website's quite good. It's designed quite well. I mean, this background image with these modular boxes coming out, it's a really cool design. But it's not really a website that has been designed to sell solar panels to prospects. So, as I said, there are some good points, but also some points that make it a brochure website and not a sales website. So what I look for straight away are headlines that grab attention and speak directly to the customer. Now you've got some here in this section, which I think is really good. I think this scrolling images with latest news information is really cool. It's a good point, but it's not really the headline that is going to tell people about Austech Solar. So the headline that stands out is welcome. Now this is fine, it's friendly, it's welcoming, but it's not really addressing the customer directly and solving their problem. It's addressing them, but not solving a problem for them. Then that flows down into the text. Now it seems a little disjointed. There's this mobile app section here, which is pretty cool, but that could be maybe made more visible and have some better call to action buttons. And this section here, now it's good that it's really short and minimal, but it still doesn't look like, it's not inviting to read. It doesn't address the customer directly. So this talks about the world, but not the customer. This talks about the world, but not really the customer. And then this talks about what Austech does or has done, but not addressing the customer question or addressing the customer problem. So if this text was to be more custom oriented and presented in a way that people want to read it, you'd be so much more effective at keeping people on the page, which you can then get into your sales funnel. So generally you have about 10 seconds when people are browsing on the internet to keep them on your page, to keep them interested and get them involved with your business. Currently, I think this section does it really well, but then if they actually want to find out more about Austech, this section lets the page down. So, a big part of this is focusing on business features as opposed to customer benefits. There isn't anything here that really talks about the direct benefits to the customer. It's more what solar can do and why we need solar, which are very valid points, but in terms of getting that prospect interested and possibly converting them to a customer, it's not that effective. You do have testimonials, and I really like that. These scrolling testimonials, which take pride of place on the page, fantastic. This is the only website I've seen that does this, and it's really good. But we don't know who's giving this testimonial, whether it's just been written, whether it's a genuine testimonial. So they're all very beneficial, and here you've got over 5,000 satisfied clients, so you have no shortage of good testimonials to draw on. But they don't have a lot of credibility to them. They're just blocks of text. I don't really know that they're testimonials until I read through them, and they scroll quite fast, and again it's a big block of text. But that's fine, you have testimonials, and they can be modified to be a far more effective part of your sales tools. As I said, the design and navigation is pretty good. Big buttons here. I don't know if all of these need to be here. Residential and commercial could be put under one sub-tab or something like that. And then some more big buttons here, which is quite cool. Now this is interesting. Our newsletter, subscribe here. This is quite a small button pushed out of the way, and they have to click on something to subscribe. And there's no reason for them to subscribe. There's no information what they get from the newsletter. There's no benefit from signing up. It's just, here's our newsletter, subscribe. If this was to be a more effective opt-in box, you'd have the ability to capture prospect information, which you can then market to over a period of months and seal the sale, as opposed to this, which is not inviting, it's tucked away, and people don't know the reason that they would possibly subscribe. So a quality opt-in box gives you the ability to capture a prospect's contact information while also giving the prospect something in return. It has to be a win-win. Now, this is what we're all about at Heavy Hitter Sales, is win-win for all parties involved. So an opt-in box is a very simple way to get this information. Normally, when people are looking to buy something, especially something such as a high-order goods such as solar panels, it's a pretty decent investment, something that people really think about and really research before making a choice. If Austech Solar is the one that helps them do that research, if you guys are the company that invites them to participate with you, you guys will help them out and they will help you out. It's much more inviting for someone to do that research and get that information from Austech, therefore building rapport, building a relationship, and just making that sale so much more solid. So 3% of people will buy straight away if they're looking to buy. 50% of those people that don't buy could be nurtured into paying customers if you gave them the correct information, the correct specials, and just generally built up a relationship with them over a period of months. This is where the opt-in box comes in. They give you their contact information and you give them something they want. So an example is on our website, heavyhittersalesvideos.com. Now, as soon as you land, this is all that people need. They don't have to scroll down, but they can if they want to find out more. And if they do, everything is geared towards the customer. But we'll focus on the opt-in box for now. So all they have to do is fill in a very simple form, takes seconds, and they click this and they get a free website analysis similar to the one I'm doing for you today. So this is, if they're coming to our website trying to find out how to increase the sales off their website, how to keep people on their website, all these things that the problems we solve, they get some information on that straight away. They get a website analysis so they can understand better what they're doing wrong, but also we now have their contact information which we can use as to send out our newsletters to send out information, promotional specials, and build that relationship with them so that when they do decide to get a new website or get a marketing video, we're the ones they go with because we have been there every step of the way, helping them out, giving them what they need, answering their questions, and solving their problems along the way. So an opt-in box on this page would be so powerful because it's capturing those people who don't really know what they're after, capturing the contact information, and then you have the opportunity to build a relationship and make a good sale that benefits both parties. So that's a high recommendation. Now the design and navigation is fine, yep, it's pretty good. I think that these could be, instead of read more, a more compelling call to action button would work far better. So a website that does call to action buttons really well is grasshopper.com. So these guys provide call services to small businesses, but as you can see, their calls to action, see how it works, bang, straight there. Pricing and sign up, really inviting buttons, as opposed to a really big button here with some good images and then a small call to action. If it was more like this, a big call to action such as get your free solar audit, and you just click that straight away, as opposed to another little button here with these little bubbles. It just streamlines the sales funnel. See how minimal this page is? The only things on this page are things that people need to know about the business. So we'll go through it. The headline addresses the customer and it stands out. The subheadline answers all customer questions about the business. Then any text they have is in really simple dot point format. People can scan through this and find out the absolute basics, but what they really need to know about Grasshopper. And then if they want to find out more, bang, there's a big call to action button. They click on that and go to another really well designed page. Big headline, fantastic subheadline, and then some good hero images, really simple step-by-step bits of text, go down customer testimonials, and then another call to action button. So they get people involved with their website, get people wanting to use their website, therefore building a good relationship with the customer and always channeling people into their sales funnel. So Grasshopper does a number of things really well. In fact, it's one of the best sales websites that we've come across. It's fantastic. So the headlines, the hero image, the dot points, the calls to action. But then I was mentioning your customer testimonials. Grasshopper does it really well. Look at this, a whole section completely dedicated to customer testimonials. Not this little section here, which is, it's good, but it doesn't really pack that much of a punch compared to this, where big text, a picture of the person, their name, and their company. So this adds a lot of credibility to the testimonials. Word of mouth is the best way to sell because people trust what their friends and people they meet say about a business or product. If they can put a face to that statement, if they can put a name to it, it just gives it so much more social proof and makes them want to use your business more. Now for the corporate testimonials, they've just put up the brand logo, so people could come here and immediately see, wow, these big brands use Grasshopper. If they trust Grasshopper, I should as well. It's a really effective sales technique. And as I said, when you go through their sales funnel, clicking on the compelling call to actions, you're always reminded of who uses Grasshopper. It's a really good way just to reaffirm that when you click on that call to action, it's a good choice because these companies, these people like the service. So your testimonials, you have plenty of them, but they could be used more effectively. So that's a basic analysis of austechsolar.com, just showing you some of the ways in which you can turn this brochure website into a direct response sales website and really get people into solar panels. Now, you can do with this what you will. You can try and get a design team to implement these kinds of changes, or you can get in touch with us for a free hour consultation and we'll show you what Heavy Hitter can do for your business and for renewable energy. Thanks.